Well, how you doing? That's it, the last video of the series that we did for 100 videos in 100 days from December, ran through December, through January, February, and now we're on the 10th of March, so I think it's the 10th of March today. So it's 100 days. I hope you enjoyed the videos. It's been a learning process for me making them. You know, I think we've got about 1,500 videos on the channel. The last time I did something like this was a few years ago. We did a whole year's full of a video every day for a year. That was a massive learning process, but funny enough, this was for me much more. I learned so much more about the video process, about myself, about just getting the time together, and a lot more. There's a lot more caught for time these days, so just trying to get that time together to do these videos every day was a challenge in and of itself, but I really enjoyed doing them, and I'm glad that I did. I hope you enjoyed them. Where are you on your own journey? Did you start from day one? I mean, our whole idea, the whole point of us doing these videos was to really try and get as many people as we could to step across that line and to stop drinking alcohol, to try and encourage people, to give people the courage to do this, to get people to take at least that commitment of a month or 2 months without alcohol. We've done a lot of videos, we've covered a lot of different topics, tried to hit a lot of the topics that people would want in the early days of this journey, you know, the cravings and the discomfort, and we talked a lot about mindsets in particular. We talked about how stopping drinking alcohol is a simple choice. It's a binary decision that you have to make. So you either say, yes, I'm going to stop drinking alcohol, or no, I'm not. I'm going to continue to pour this poison into my body, or I'm not. And there is nobody out there who cannot do this. You know, there are a certain amount of people. There are a very, very, very small minority of people who, first of all, need to get some medical attention before they even attempt this. But they are the people, you know, if you're one of those people, because you're drinking all day long, you're drinking the hard stuff, and you just haven't been able to stop. And most people who are watching these videos have been able to stop in the past for a period of time. They have been able to stop for at least 1 or 2 or 3 days. And if you can do that, then you've really got no fear. And as I said before, if you have any fear at all from this perspective, then you should go and visit a doctor. You should go and seek proper professional medical advice, because I can't give you that. I don't want to give you that. That's not my job. I mean, when I'm talking about medical stuff, I'm always coming from the perspective of, look, this is stuff that I found on the internet. This is my interpretation of it. And you can go and find this information for yourself, but it's only a starting point to try and get you to go and get help if you need it. For the most part, every time I talk about the health issues, it's always about trying to get you to stop. For me, to help you to put the fear in yourself of carrying on with this thing, you know, because you know there's so much in life that you can do. There's so much potential that everyone has. I stopped drinking when I was 46. I'm 56 this year. I'm heading into my this is my 10th year of not drinking alcohol, and by far, this was the best decision that I have ever made in my life. And like I said, there's so much that is there's so much that you can do once you take that one choice, and once you say, right, I'm committed to doing this. Your commitment is going to be different in 6 months' time, because you've got so much more underneath your belt. You've got so much more. You feel different. You know, you feel a lot more responsible for yourself. Think about it from the perspective of you're walking around for all the years that you've been drinking with a pot on your leg, you know, like you've broken a leg and you've got crutches, and that's what you've been doing. And all of a sudden you take this pot off, and it takes a while before you get used to being able to walk on that leg again, right? It takes a while before you get the strength back in that leg. That's what needs to be done. And the thing is that when you stop drinking alcohol, you take yourself away from a drug like this, and you successfully do it, and you successfully start to reinvent yourself and rebuild your life, you will find that those parts of your brain that are responsible for everything that you've done, all the decision making, all the planning and preparation, everything that you've done, all the times that you've had to say no to things, all the times that you've had to not give in to temptation, all the times that you're trying to turn away from the alcohol and you're trying to turn towards your new life, towards that best possible version of yourself. That's really going to help you. Those parts of your brain that you're building up in that will help you time and time and time and time again. Now, when I'm talking about the best possible version of yourself, this is not a destination. This is a journey. It's the journey of becoming. It's the journey of becoming the best possible version of you. And, from my perspective, I hope I never get there, because that journey I don't want to end. I want it to continue because it's exciting. It's exciting to think about what next. Look how far I've come. As I've said in the last few videos, I did a video there a couple of days ago about the 24 benefits that I found just from the 10 or 12 minutes that I sat in the doctor's office about stopping drinking. Now, I've been doing this for a long time. I coach people on a daily basis with this. This is my life, to teach people not the alcohol, but how to change away from alcohol, how to forget about alcohol, how to get alcohol into your past and leave it there, because you don't need to drag that along with you. You don't need to be saying to yourself in 6 months' time that I'm an alcoholic. Not thinking about 20 years' time or anything like that, or, for the rest of your life. You don't need that. That is something that is like a massive weight around your ankles that is going to drag you back and stop you from moving forward. So don't do that. So anyway, I was talking about this video, the 24. That was those 24 benefits were just some of the benefits that I've come up with. I could have sat there for and done another at least double or triple that easy. I'll have to do a video 100 benefits of one day, just go through them, because there are so many benefits. And that for me, stopping drinking alcohol, you often don't notice it at the time when you stop, and most people don't, because it's like you've been released, but you don't know into what. Do you get what I mean? It's like you've been released from prison. You often hear these people who've been into prison and they come out of. Let me put it this way: there's a movie called The Shawshank Redemption, and I can't remember the character, but it was the character that I don't even know the actor's name now. But anyway, this guy was in prison for a long time. He'd been put into prison when he was a young guy, and he was an old guy. And he said to another character, he said that I'm institutionalized, and that's it. I'm going to stay in prison now because I don't know how to deal with things in life. In prison I can get you all of these things. I'm a fixer in prison because I know this system, but outside I wouldn't know where to start. Now that's where a lot of people start out when they stop drinking alcohol. Is they know that that the possibilities are there, the possibilities are opened up for them, but they don't know what those possibilities are. They don't know what the potential is, and it takes a while for you to move forwards into that potential. You have to do this step by step by step. That's the only way that you're going to do this. I mean, it's the only way that anybody succeeds in life, is by doing it step by step by step. Actually, it's the only way that people fail in life, is by doing it step by step. Think about how many drinks it took you to get to this stage, how many sips of alcohol, massive amounts. When I look at my drinking life, I mean, the most I ever drank in one session was about, I suppose, 25 pints. I remember drinking one time, roughly speaking. I mean, this is a guess, but I've done that quite a few times. Yeah, not when I'm talking about quite a few times, maybe in the last 10 years, maybe 20 or 30 times I did that. And this was getting out early in the morning, doing something, meeting up with somebody maybe at 10 or 11 o'clock for a couple of pints, and just continuing on throughout the day. because, I think half the problem with me when I was doing that was because, what am I going back home for? I was a single dad. My son was off doing his own thing. I didn't have anyone at home waiting for me, so it was like, well, I might as well stay in here. I might as well just stop here now and carry on drinking. But imagine how many sips that is, and to take that over a long period of time and think about how many sips that is. It's no wonder that there's so much damage that is caused by alcohol, because you fail bit by bit by bit, and it's all cumulative, it's all compounded. The more you drink, the more damage is done with this stuff. So anyway, like I said, stopping drinking alcohol is the first part of this. You have to stop, otherwise you're just going to go around in circles. If you try and moderate, it's just a circular disastrous downward spiral. Like you never get anywhere with it. So think about it from the perspective of, once you stop drinking alcohol, then stopping drinking alcohol is the springboard that can move you forwards. But when I say can, it's, like I said, we're talking about potential. Potential is something that is not real. It's the possibilities for you doing things, but it's not guaranteed. There's nothing guaranteed in this life. So you have to think about it from the perspective of, what are you going to do? Change your thoughts, change the way you think about things, change your behaviors, change your habits, and move on from that, and keep doing that consistently. It's the consistency of things that's going to happen. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure is part of this process. Failure is what all success is made of. Is you make a step forward, you might take the wrong step, and then you learn from that mistake and you don't make it again, and you move forward in a different way. If you can do this consistently, if you keep the alcohol out of your mouth consistently, and if you face forwards consistently without, like I said, facing backwards and grieving over what is not there anymore, grieving over the things that have caused you so many problems in your life, get rid of that. Stop thinking that way. Start looking towards your own future and your own possibilities, and start to bring those possibilities into life. If you can do that, you will have such a great life, and that's what it's all about. It's we're born and we're going to die, and it's what you do in between that matters. Some people are they're too busy finding ways to die rather than finding ways to live. I always remember a guy here in Spain when we moved here first. There's a lot of elderly people here, or people who are retired, so from retirement age upwards, and they come here because it's cheap. It's cheap to rent houses. Obviously, we've got the sun here, and it's just a nice place to live. But this guy said to me, he was a mechanic who was an English mechanic who was dealing with a lot of people, and he said one of the things about here is that people come here to commit slow suicide with alcohol, cigarettes, and food, and it's true, But people don't think along those lines, because eating one burger is not going to kill you. It's probably going to do little for you apart from give you a bit of heartburn. Same thing with one or two drinks. It's not going to kill you. Smoking one or two cigarettes, it's the accumulation, it's the compounding effect of all these things that is going to do the damage. So listen, I'm going to stop it there for today. Like I said, it's been really, really good to do these videos. This is the last video of the series, so I'm really happy that you joined us. We are going to be doing more videos. We'll be doing one video a week for the foreseeable future, just so I can get my head around a lot of stuff that we have to do, so I haven't got time to do any more than that. So the videos will be out on a Sunday at 6 o'clock Spanish time. We've got that course. That course is going to remain up. It's the Quick Start Preparation Guide, and please take it if you haven't done already, because it will really help you to take things to that next level. It's less than an hour. If you speed it up, it's even less than that. And just have a listen to it. There's a lot of stuff in there. If you take it not just in one lesson, but have a listen to it 2 or 3 times, and allow that stuff to sink in. I don't mean at once, but listen to it, and then listen to it after. Listen to it before you stop drinking alcohol. Then listen to it again after 30 days, and again after 60 days or 90 days, and have 2 or 3 shots at this, because you will find something different in it every time you listen to it. You know, I've got my favorite books that I read, and every time I read them, I get something different out of them. I'll have to do a video on that one day. But listen, if you want some help, if you want to continue along with the videos, we've got our platform. We've got a video every day. In the first 6 weeks, we've got 2 videos during the preparation stage and the first 30 days. And the reason for that is because the first video is always sent out in the mornings, and that's to try and give you some ideas and some mindsets that you can think about during the day. Try and put your mind on a different track, and if you can think about these things, you know, it's a lot of different stuff. I mean, there's no point me talking about it here, but there's if you think about that, by the time you get to the evening, it's just a lot easier. And then the evening video is designed to try and help you with cravings and discomfort and all of those things that people have in the evening when they're tired and they're succumbing to temptation. You know, that's what the evening video is for. And then after that, we've got a video every day. But we've also got our Zoom calls. We've got group Zoom calls. We've got strategy Zoom calls where we take a single topic and we talk about that. We've got one-on-one Zoom calls, and we've got our fantastic community. I think it's the best community around because everybody is totally focused on where they're going, getting rid of alcohol from that perspective, and focused on this is where I'm going to go from now on. This is what I want to do, get into the best possible version of myself. So you know where that is. The link is down below. You can go to www.habitsv2.com and you'll find all the information there. So again, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a real buzz doing these videos, and please let me know in the comments how far you've got, or what you thought of the videos, or if you've got any suggestions for future videos that you'd like to see. So take good care of yourself. I'll speak to you very soon. Onwards and upwards. All right, bye bye now. Keep the alcohol out of your mouth.